Hello and welcome to Let Me Be Your Game Guide, and this is a seance episode. These episodes feature games of the horror genre, so grab your salt and holy water as we voluntarily scare ourselves this week. I'm your host, Emma.
This is Rylan.
This is Shawn.
Join us for this week's rating episode as we commune with the beyond and enter the gaming spirit world. For the remainder of this episode, let me be your game guide.
Spooky as fuck, everybody.
Damn.
Well, welcome everyone.
Welcome back.
Yeah, we're here. We're talking about another game.
Yeah, and
Another spooky game.
yeah,
Another
right before
spooky
we
game.
started recording this, we were saying how we've been on like a run of horror games on accident.
Yeah, not on purpose.
Yeah, I'm not a horror guy. Like, I don't watch the horror movies. I don't really play horror games. But man, we've really hit like I think
Same.
4 in a row. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I don't think, Rylan, this is your pick, but you didn't expect it to be.
I did not know it was so
Scary.
scary.
yeah.
I mean,
I wouldn't say that it's not your traditional like horror game. You're not like
No, yeah, definitely adjacent to. I think.
Mhm.
Yeah.
But there are some parts.
there are some scary
We're
parts.
going to
Yeah.
get into it next week during the discussion episode, but this is a rating episode. So there shouldn't be too many spoilers. And if there are, they're going to be very light.
For this is about cultic.
Oh, yeah. Oh,
That's
my
the
gosh.
game.
Yeah. If you
Yeah.
haven't, surprise.
Yeah, surprise.
Well, before we get too into cultic, real quick, before we begin the episode, don't forget to give the podcast a follow, rate it, review it, however you want to show us love. We have a Patreon, patreon.com/letmebeyourgg, where you can view episodes early as they post sometime on Sunday, a couple days before the episode posts everywhere else. And that's for free if you join our $1 tier Patreon, which is called Achievement Unlocked. Then you can access the Press Start series, which is me playing the first hour of the game that we're about to talk about. You can watch it. Rylan and Shawn are in the ether sometimes, either in chat or they're kind of talking in the background. And it's just a good time. You can see our initial reactions and then listen to the rating episode to see how it really, affected, or how late game affected
What we
our
thought.
ratings
Yeah.
and our thoughts. Yep. You can also find us on most socials as Let Me Be Your GG. That's LETMEBEYOURGG with no spaces. And we're on Instagram, YouTube, Twitch, and Twitter. Follow us on Twitch. Turn on notifications. You'll get notified anytime we go live. Those Press Start series episodes are streamed live, so if you have notifications on, they're unscheduled, but you can catch them for free. And then every other Thursday at 5 p.m. Pacific time, we watch the trailers of the games that we're going to be covering.
Yeah.
Yep.
So that's a good time. It's usually about 15 minutes. It's not too long if you just want to pop in, say hi. We also have a TikTok. We are Let Me Be Your Game Guide with no spaces. You can also email us at letmebeyourgg@gmail.com. This is the best way to send in game requests. Just make sure to include game request in the subject line so it's easy for us to find. And we've been doing this podcast for over a year now. And do you guys remember what we were talking about this time last year?
Neva Part 2.
You are correct.
Ding, ding, ding.
Yes, this was the last game that we covered in 2024.
Oh.
And I believe this will be the last game that we cover in 2025.
Wow.
Whoa.
Yeah, we may be
Wowza.
we might be starting another game at the like very, very tail end, but to my knowledge, this is the last one.
Wow.
Last one of the year.
Man,
So
2025 was good.
yeah,
good year.
yeah.
Yeah,
And
good
then just be ready for our New Year's episode, because
Yeah.
we will have a New Year's episode. It's just going to go over kind of what we've covered over the year, our ratings. I've got all the statistics on our ratings, and we'll talk
Ooh,
about
looking
that.
forward to that.
Yeah. So it's just going to be fun. Just going to be a fun little episode. But let's get back into cultic. Rylan, do you want to give the spoiler-free game description before we get started?
Yeah, dude. So, cultic is, I guess it's what people call a boomer shooter, which I meant to look into what that really meant. So maybe it's not something to say. It's probably fine.
No, that makes sense though, because that was kind of like OG
Yeah.
classic shooters.
It's in the style of like old school Doom or Quake.
Duke Nukem.
Yeah. Duke Nukem. Like it's like a first person shooting game with old school like graphics,
Old school sounds.
old school sounds.
Yeah.
You know, you're in a 3D world that's not super detailed, but all of the like a lot of the sprites are like 2D. So, you know, if this guy's standing there, he's a 2D guy, and you can walk around him and it'll just change into like the profile of him instead, which is fun instead of being a 3D thing. So,
Yeah.
you know, you get different weapons. You're running around, you're shooting, you're getting shot out. There's monsters. There's all sorts of nonsense.
Yeah.
As you try to, I guess, solve the mystery.
Yeah, you're trying to progress. There is a light plot.
Yeah.
That you uncover. You could play this whole game without uncovering any
There's
of the
more plot in the trailer, I think, than in the game itself.
Yeah, because you have to like anyways, next week, but you purposely have to read a lot of the stuff.
Yeah.
So you could run right past it and not even see it. So
yeah, I think really quick too for anybody that's kind of doing some looking into this game. I guess what we played is called CULTIC Chapter 1.
Yes.
But it is a complete game. It definitely has a full arc, a definite ending. But there is DLC of Chapter 2, which I guess continues the story. And I think it was originally the idea is that it makes it one whole story. But really, you can just play that base game, that Chapter 1, all in itself. It's fine.
Yeah. Okay.
And that's all we're going to talk about for this episode and the next.
Sweet. Yeah. Well, before we get into the rating, I'm just going to talk about the developer and the game itself. CULTIC was developed by Jazzaz. I don't know if that's how you say it. Jazzaz? Jassozz. Jazzaz Games. But really, this is just Jason Smith.
Yeah.
He is a solo developer. He worked on this game all by himself. Obviously there were some, I think, other minor players in the making of this game.
Yeah, there were testers and there were modelers, I think.
Yeah. But even when I look up the full credits, it just says Jason Smith.
Yeah.
Which truly, I will link anything I found in the show notes. But I really couldn't find a lot about Jason other than, he's been really into, he mentions Duke Nukem, Doom, Blood, and this is far out of the games that I play, so I've never played any of these, but you guys have mentioned them already as inspiration. And he started dabbling in game design and making like his 2D game design a little bit more 3D in 2017. And then this game was born. I think he started working on it in 2021. And I'll post the interview that I was reading in the show notes.
Cool.
Yeah. This game is available on PC, Mac, PlayStation 4 and 5, and Xbox One, and Xbox Series X and S. It was originally released October 13th, 2022, and it is $9.99.
Wow.
Yeah. We don't have an accessibility report for this game, but
I'm not surprised.
yeah.
There isn't much, folks.
Yeah. If we find one, we'll post it, but for now we don't have one. But that's about all I got. You know?
Yeah.
I mean, I think we should just get into our rating.
Yeah. Let's get into it.
Let's do it.
Let's get rolling.
That sounds
Action
great.
game, action podcast.
Mm-hmm. We're getting right to the points here.
And anyways, so now what you've all been rating for.
I thought Emma's neck was going to snap before we finally got that. I wasn't getting it either, man.
We take into account general considerations such as length, challenge rating, and replayability. We also consider story and narrative topics, including plot, characters, and world building, presentation topics, including graphics, sound design, and music, gameplay topics, including content variety and mechanics, and lastly, we consider the overall value of the game. So starting in general considerations, how long did it take you to beat this game, or how long did you play the game for?
Great question, actually. I don't think I actually looked.
While you are looking, I played this game for about 8 hours. I did leave the game open and paused for about an hour and a half, 2 hours while I was either cooking or, just fucking around and not playing the game,
Sure.
but it's just on, you know?
That's okay.
Getting distracted by basketball.
that happens. That happens.
Yeah. But
I played for 68.6 hours is what this says.
excellent.
Yeah.
sense.
So I'm probably about 4-ish hours, I think. Maybe 3 to 4 hours. I didn't get a lot of time with it, but I did play a little bit.
That sounds about right with the chapter that you're at.
Yeah.
I'm trying to sign into Steam here, but I'm not gonna be fast enough, obviously, because I'm not there and I'm talking right now. So I think I played this about 8.5, 9. No, that's not true. I played this like 10.5 hours actually.
Oh wow.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, 10.5.
Okay, yeah.
Oh, because of the other little bit.
Yeah, that's just a little bit though.
Yeah, I don't know. It took me like 30 minutes to do the little bit.
Yeah, same.
Yeah.
I mean, my clear time for the whole game, because it does tell you that at the end, was almost 5.5 hours.
Oh.
So definitely a lot of scum saving,
Yeah.
and probably also just like getting up while the game is still up.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
But 10.5 hours for me.
Yeah.
Cool.
Well, moving on to challenge rating, our skill starts at beginner, escalates to easy, then moderate, difficult, and it tops out at expert. So you do have the option to choose your difficulty when you play this game, and in normal Emma fashion, I played it on the easiest setting, which was casual. I still died a lot. I think that I would put it at moderate, but that's just where I'm putting it. Maybe it's because I was playing on casual that it's moderate, but I felt like once you really got cooking, like it was...
Yeah, once you're in the zone.
Yeah. Well, and like the enemies were pretty predictable with how their attacks were going to happen. And I read this in that interview that I've posted in the show notes. Jason talks about how you do have to be strategic he made it really easy with the enemy attacks. Like you can predict, you can kind of bait them to fire and then pull back. Like they're not going to not fire because you left their line of sight.
Yeah, that's a good call. Like the basic pistol guy, he always fires 3 bullets. So if you make him fire, then you can come out and shoot at him.
Yeah, the shotgun guy, I think you can hear him like
Yeah.
and so you kind of know how long you have to get frick out
away.
of the way.
Yeah. I will say that those guys can shoot a exceptionally long ways away and still be very accurate. Like the shotgun people, I'm like, I can't hit you from that far, but you're hitting me.
You got to jump, man.
And the pistol people, it's like we're halfway across the map and you're hitting me with that thing. Like, I don't know how you're doing that, but yeah, that was interesting.
I also tried to do that, and that's why I ran out of pistol ammo a lot.
Yeah.
So I was like, I'll shoot him from across the map with the pistol.
I was doing that constantly. I got the achievement where I headshot someone from 50 meters away.
Nice. Heck yeah.
Hell yeah, with the pistol.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was all about using my pistol for long range, and then I got the sniper, and I was like, I cannot be tamed. It was so fun. We're getting way ahead of ourselves.
I also felt like this game was moderate. I played it on the standard difficulty. I had some challenge, but I think, like once I was cooking, the only reason I was dying was like I was completely unprepared for what was going on, or I just jumped off a cliff like a dummy.
Or impatience, because I would do that too. I'd be like, I'm just running in, like I'm just going in guns blazing.
Yeah,
I kind of wish I did that more. I was very cautious. That's the 10.5 hours. I was like, checking the corner like as much as I could before I went in the room.
Oh yeah.
Like run in and then run way back out. Like pull them all into a hallway.
Yeah.
And,
I definitely was just running and gunning, but definitely had to slow down a lot because you can run and gun, but you're gonna die pretty quick.
Yeah. Always save right before you jump
quick save
in.
feature.
Yeah, you throw some dynamite in and then you pray for the best.
Yes.
But yeah, I would say moderate is a good difficulty level. I felt like, there was moments, particularly with like bosses and things that I had a hard time with. Like they would just come out of nowhere and then all of a sudden I'm like getting chainsawed to death and it's not good. So I would say that was a little bit difficult. But like the simple, like the puzzles that you had, with quotations, where it's just like get something, put it in here, you're done. And so it really wasn't that hard. It was more about fighting and the combat aspect
moving
of it.
along.
Yeah. So I would say moderate. I got stuck a few times, definitely died a lot, but it was not bad. So, yeah.
Cool. Moving on to target audience. This game does not have an ESRB rating, but Rylan and Shawn, I'm going to let you take the reins on this one because I feel like you have a little bit more experience with games like this, so you might be better at targeting that audience and who'd be interested.
For a rating, I'd probably say T for teen at least because there's blood, there's violence, there's some other stuff.
I think that it said T plus. In the like
that makes sense.
But that was just not official.
Yeah, sure. I think I would still probably leave it about there. I don't know. Even though it's
Yeah.
pixely, I probably would still rate it that. But who do you think would be a good target audience?
You know, I think like people that like shooting games,
Mhm.
but maybe have some nostalgia or are kind of more interested in like the indie like old graphics type stuff.
Mhm.
This is not going to be like your realistic shooter or like, you know, amazing top of the art graphics.
Mhm.
It's definitely more stylistic. It's kind of tough for me to compare because I haven't played like a lot of you know, I guess like more modern style shooters
Mhm.
Yeah.
really, but it seems like if you're interested in just like the classics and like, you know, good level design, you know, a little bit of cheesiness to it, like this is kind of up your alley.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think I have anything else to really add to that. I mean, yeah.
Yeah. I feel like blowing shit up.
Mm-hmm.
If you like blowing shit up, yeah.
Yeah.
Heck yeah.
Cutting people's heads off.
Mm-hmm.
Shooting people's heads off.
Clack,
Yep.
clack.
Yeah.
Bang bang.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Moving on to replayability. Do you guys think this is a replayable game?
I think it could be, definitely. At least from my experience, I probably could play it again because you can change your difficulty style and then make it even harder
Yeah.
and try to do it more. There was the 2 that we mentioned, and then there's 2 harder ones after that. And so,
I think
yeah.
there's 3 harder ones after that.
Oh, I thought there was only 2.
I'm pretty
I
sure
can't
there's
remember,
3.
Oh, dang.
There's a good wide range of difficulty.
Yeah, so if you're really looking to just like hate everything and just really go for it, like by all means, you could change that difficulty and try again. So, and maybe once you get good at this, maybe you want to. So, yeah.
Well, I think actually from what I saw, it seems like that's a pretty popular thing for people to do is like set the difficulty all the way up. So
Yeah.
it's kind of for sweaty gamers maybe too.
Yeah,
Yeah.
for sure.
Well, there's also secrets in each level,
Yeah.
and it'll
Yeah.
tell you at the end of a level how many secrets you found. And so once you know how many secrets there are, and these are just secret areas. So
Yeah.
getting into secret areas. I also, after I was done playing, I was perusing the achievements, and there's so many achievements in there that I'm like, oh, I need to go decapitate 3 people with an axe from 25 meters
Oh,
away
yeah.
or something weird like that. I can't even remember.
Yeah.
But I totally think it's replayable. I had so much fun.
Yeah,
Mhm.
same. I was gonna say, even when we were talking, you guys were saying like sometimes you went in guns blazing, and I was like, I should replay the game and just try to go guns blazing.
Yeah.
Like,
It's so fun.
it's just fun, and yeah, I had the same thought too, Emma. Like, oh, some of these achievements, like maybe I should do the achievement hunting a little bit. Like,
Yeah.
I don't know. It's very fun and satisfying to like get some headshots off, you know, and just
Mhm.
run in there and be a badass.
Heck yeah.
Kind of like Sifu in that way, really.
Oh,
where
yeah.
Yeah.
It's like one man army kind of deal.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think that I got that headshot with the pistol from 50 meters away with it, which I was like, I'm so good at this game.
Yeah.
And then on the flip side, I also got the achievement of forgetting to throw my dynamite, so I blew myself up.
Oh, shoot.
Yeah, I did that a couple times. I didn't use,
That happens.
I didn't use the
though.
dynamite very much because I kept forgetting to throw it.
Oh,
Oh.
man.
Blow myself up.
Dynamite was where it's at.
Yeah.
I was more on the Molotov side of things.
I also
Oh.
like doing the combo. Did you guys combo them?
No. Would you
No.
throw the
Oh.
dynamite without lighting it and then throw the Molotov that was lit?
No, you would tape them together.
What?
Yeah, so
You could tape them?
You combined it, and you would like put your hand down, and then you'd pull your hand back up, and there would be dynamite taped to a bottle,
That's
and you would
sick.
light the Molotov and then throw it.
I had no
So
idea.
that's another thing. This
Yeah.
game like has some stuff like
Yeah.
that too.
Uh-huh.
Like how you can also like do like a melee kick. I don't know if you guys did
Oh
that
yeah.
much.
You know, I didn't know how to do that until I started playing on keyboard, on mouse and
Okay,
keyboard.
Yeah.
Oh,
And
yeah.
You can also like do like the slide. Like you
Yeah.
can slide on stuff too.
That's pretty handy sometimes.
Yeah.
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 Just had
So-
some neat little tools like that
Mm-hmm.
that you don't have to do, but it's just fun.
Just
Yeah.
fun. Yeah.
Yeah. So very replayable. Love this game. Spoilers for how we feel about this game.
Yeah.
Let's move into story and narrative. This is the first portion of our numbered rating, and we rate 1 to 5, 1 being the worst, 5 being the best. We're going to start with plot. And I'm going to be honest. I think a lot of my numbered ratings for these are skewed because I liked the game so much.
That's
Mhm.
fair.
Because I gave plot a 4.
No, I'm exactly
Are
that
you?
for. Yeah.
Okay.
No, I think that's totally
Oh,
fair.
Because
Yeah.
okay.
there's so little plot, but you get enough nuggets throughout that you're like, you know what someone was doing, and you're kind of like following in someone's footsteps almost.
Yeah.
I don't know. I really liked it.
So I'll talk about this more next time when we get into the plot, but there's a fundamental little bit of confusion that I have with the plot, but I do agree. It's about one specific thing, but I do agree that like you're kind of drip fed through these like pieces of paper basically that you find in like notes and stuff.
Yeah.
But it's all optional. This game knows what it wants to be, which is like run around and shoot people and get shot at.
Yeah.
Or axe people or whatever you're choosing to kill them, dynamite plus Molotov.
Yeah, you know.
And it's not like there's no plot or like cutscenes that are getting in the way of that.
Oh, it's so great.
I think outside of like the opening cutscene, which is also basically the trailer for the game, I think there's like one cutscene in the whole game. No, two.
I'm trying to even remember. I guess there is a cutscene at the end.
There's a cutscene at the very end, and there's a cutscene in the middle. There's a specific boss that has a cutscene.
Oh. You'll have to remind me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not really much of
Which
one.
level is it on?
Chapter 5 or 6.
Oh, okay.
It's a level with a big boss.
I'm trying to remember.
It's called the Chapel.
Oh.
When the boss enters.
Yes,
yeah.
got it.
Yeah.
Yep. Okay.
But like that's these are those cutscenes are like really short too.
Yes, I wouldn't have even considered that a cutscene, but
No,
you're right.
it's
It
like
technically is.
But it's like one of the only times where the gameplay stops.
Yeah,
to,
like you can't control your character for a second.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because it's action.
Dang.
Yeah.
Anyway, so I'm at a 4 as well because I think
Yeah.
for this type of game, you don't need more than that.
No, it was perfect.
Yeah, that's really true. That's a very good point. It's really not story based or a story game. It's more of like, here's a little bit of an idea. Now go blast everything. So yeah, I will give it my traditional 3.5 as I have not experienced the full game. But I would agree. Yeah, there's not a whole lot of plot. There's just enough nuggets where you kind of get an idea of what's happening, and that's really all you need. So
Yeah.
the game's not meant for a big story.
And it does advance. As it goes on, you get more and more of an idea of what's happening.
Yeah.
So that's good, but you don't even need to know.
No, you could run past all that stuff. It wouldn't matter.
Just keep shooting.
Yep.
Just keep shooting. Moving into characters. Again, I don't think that there's any way that I can justify giving it a 4, but I've given it a 4.
Oh wow, okay.
I just thought when you think about all the different enemies,
They kind of have their characteristics.
they all have their own characteristics. They all have their own like almost personalities in the way that they move and attack. And I definitely had different relationships with different characters. I would see one and be like, fuck, I need to go a different way, or just mentally preparing myself to get my ass whooped.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
I don't know. I liked the stylization of them.
Yeah, that's a good point. I think like the different having the different, I guess like characters, like have very unique looks, I guess.
Yeah.
Not super unique, but unique looks, and you can identify them and know what to expect and kind of prepare and strategize around that. Like I feel like that was pretty effective.
Yeah.
I think it's probably just a 3 for me, though. I don't know.
But they're standing butts.
Is that what that was? Is
It
that
just
what that
looked
was?
like it.
You're
Yeah.
right.
It looked like it.
That is
They
what
just
that
looked
looked like.
a butt with
Yeah.
legs.
Yeah.
I don't know if you got to that enemy, Shawn.
No.
where you
I don't
were.
think you did. It
No.
didn't come up for a little while.
It cracked me up every time.
Oh,
I get it. Good one. Butt crack. I get it. Nice.
Oh, I didn't even.
Dang. I'd probably say 3, because there wasn't like nothing was jumping out at me with the characters. Like, yes, there was differences, and they did have some variety and that kind of thing, and like their different attacks and how they looked for sure. But yeah, I don't know. They didn't really speak out to me a whole lot. So it was just like another person that I need to shoot. So
Yeah. You know, it's kind of interesting because I feel like in some games in this style, like the character you play as is kind of more of a character. Like they'll either have like sayings they say or like, you know, like do like a fist pump or something, you know.
something.
Yeah.
And the character you play as is very stoic and doesn't like
Not a
say
peep.
anything.
Oh, I don't
Yeah.
even know. Yeah, I don't
Yeah.
even know who I am.
You can
Yeah.
kind of invent it yourself, I suppose.
I
Are
know.
you
It's
sneaky?
me.
Are
Sure.
you a bully to these fools? Are you scaredy?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know.
Who knows?
I tried my best to be a bully.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was a cool-headed killer. I was like John Wick in there. That's what I was.
Heck yeah, dude.
Oh man. Moving into world building. Guess what I gave world building?
A 4.
4?
Yeah, I did.
Nice.
I don't know. I just thought that they did a really good job making this like whole like secret world almost that was going on. And it ties in a lot with the plot because this world builds around you the more you learn about, because not all the pieces of paper you find tell you about this active plot that you're chasing almost. Some of it's just like what was happening like a while ago.
At that location.
Yeah,
At some point.
yeah. Which I just thought was really cool, and I loved this game, so I gave it a 4.
There you go.
Fight me.
Yeah. I think I will give it a 3.5. Again, not experiencing all of it, but yeah, I thought they did pretty. I thought it was good. Yeah, I don't really have a whole lot to add to it. So,
yeah. I'll go with a 4 as well. I appreciate how the levels added to the world building in that, like, you didn't have to have everything spelled out for you as far as what's going on. Just you being in the area and kind of observing what it looks like or what looks weird about it. Like it kind of tells a story in itself there. So you kind of fill in some gaps as far as like, oh, this is where the cultists made their base like this. This is where they were experimenting with that.
Yeah.
Oh, that's true. Yeah, that's a good point.
And this is the really fucked up thing they were doing here.
Yeah.
That happens a lot.
Yeah. a lot. So
Yeah.
I really like the way that the game environment reflected the world building, as well as those little nuggets that were added in, which I honestly thought that all of them were like, none of them were like too on the nose, but they were all like added to it,
Yeah.
kind of put the pieces together.
Yeah. Cool. Moving into graphics. Who wants to start? I've been starting all of these. Someone else hit it off with graphics.
These graphics were super nostalgic for me because this is the games that I started playing when I got into like first-person shooters. Like my first-person shooter was Duke Nukem 3D, and it was like, man, this is the coolest game. So it was like so much fun. So Rylan, great pick. This was a fun game.
Yeah.
But I would say the graphics were super nostalgic, and it really kind of hit a spot for me. So I'm going to say 4.5 for me. Wow. They were really cool.
Nice.
I really enjoyed it. Yeah. And to add on, like the characters, like Emma said, they all have vastly different looks. The spaces all look a little bit different in their own ways, which kind of adds a little bit of variety to it too. And yeah, it's just that old school style, the graphical style. But I thought they did pretty well with it. So
yeah.
Yeah.
How about you, Rylan?
I don't know where I don't know where I'm landing. I really like the graphics in this game. I think it fit the game itself really well.
Yeah.
I'm gonna slow roll this number while I figure this out, but I like how the graphics not being like super realistic, being very pixely, but I was not. They complemented what was happening in the game in that I was not confused about where I could go or what I could interact with.
Yeah.
It kind of maybe just added more clarity. I think it was this is kind of blending into like kind of the more of the mechanics of the game too, but like the hitboxes for things I feel like were really exact. Like,
oh yeah,
if you're trying to shoot somebody barely over like a wall or barely around the corner, you're never going to hit the wall when you think that you're hitting past the wall.
Yeah.
Like it just worked perfectly, and I really appreciate the way that the graphics made me understand like what was going on exactly.
Yeah.
They didn't get in your way. I thought they were really tight for this type of game. It was also very well done stylistically. I really, really like that like 2D sprites on the 3D
Yeah, that is very cool.
That is sick looking. I like that art. I'll go with like a 4, I think.
Yeah.
Cool.
I'm also at a 4. It's not as nostalgic because I didn't play games like this when I was younger.
Sure.
But I thought it fit super well.
Yeah.
Just like you guys have said. And even when like if you blew someone's head up, it somehow still was so satisfying, even though it was so pixelated.
Yes.
It was just like, I don't know, the combat of it all looked good with the graphics. I was having a blast.
Yeah, and like every time there's like these certain moments where you do something like you'd shoot someone really far away, or like you'd throw a stick of dynamite and you'd blow up a bunch of people. It'd do like a slow-mo.
Oh yeah.
And you're like, wow, I'm a badass.
You could get
like,
the slow-mo, which was at first, I was just like looking around when it was slow-mo.
Yeah.
But later in the game, I realized I was like, oh, I can utilize this to like keep shooting other people.
for sure.
But at first I was just like, basking in the glow.
Oh,
It was
yeah.
like, yay.
I'm awesome. Yeah.
I think I didn't take advantage of that very well because I was being a lot more cautious. Like I'd pop out and like pop one person's head off and like retreat again and then come back out. So every time it was slow motion, I was like retreating.
Oh, yeah.
But I can definitely see if you're in the action, like that's probably really fun.
Oh, yeah, because especially if you got slow-mo with a bunch of people around, you could just be like, pew, pew, pew.
Yeah,
Oh, that's
you
sick.
shoot
And, like, aim
crazy.
perfectly at everyone, just headshot, headshot, headshot.
Yeah, it worked out really
It
well.
Oh,
was
that's cool.
so
I want to
good.
play.
Yeah.
Yeah. You're gonna have to go back and play it again.
I have to go back.
Go back. Let's move into we're already in presentation. I don't even know if I said we were moving into presentation. I may have just blown into graphics.
Damn.
But we're gonna move to sound design and music, which I'll let you guys also take it away.
Okay. I want to give this a 4.5.
Mm-hmm.
Missing out because no bangers that I can remember right now. But in the moment, this music makes you feel like such a badass.
Yes, it does.
And it's so effective, and the lack of music at times is so effective too.
Mhm.
When you're walking through a place and the music is just not there, it adds the tension like rackets way the hell up.
Yeah.
And you're like, oh gosh.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And then the music starts as somebody like starts shooting at you.
Uh-huh.
So good.
Yes.
Like there's a level, it's the first level that introduced snipers.
Mhm.
Oh yeah.
When you're kind of walking around and it's like the very beginning of the level and there's like some, armor ammo to pick up or whatever. And you're just kind of walking forward. And then all of a sudden, then you know immediately, I think from the sound or just the distance, like it has to be a sniper and the music picks up right there. And you're like, oh, the level has started.
Yeah.
And you dash to cover. But yeah,
So good.
the
So
music,
good.
like the timing of the music, they were so smart with it.
Yeah, definitely would agree. I'm going to give music a 4 to just ditto what you said. Because, I mean, you nailed it on the head. It was really good. And it definitely added that extra tension and excitement when things were happening. So, yeah.
Yeah, I gave it a 5. I loved the sound design and music. You
Nice.
also could hear like the guys would be like, like they had their own little like gurgly voices that, I mean, there's a chainsaw at one point.
Yeah.
The snipers, you do hear like a ting and you get like a flash
Yeah.
of like you get a little glint off their sniper so you know where they are. I don't know, man. It was so good. And again, I just felt so cool. Like it really drove my emotion when the music was going. And then
Yeah.
you're right. When it was silent, I was like, oh no.
Yeah, here
Oh,
it
no.
comes.
It's just like you come upon like it's just a car, just a truck that's left running. The lights are on and all
Uh-huh.
you can hear is like the truck running and it's just like, oh God.
Yeah.
Oh,
Like this is
no.
not going to be good. I don't know what's going to happen, but I'm not going to like it.
Yeah. Yeah. So I give it a 5. It was just
I think I want to also agree with you on the sound design was so smart too. Like I love intentional stuff like that with like the enemy noises and just when you can hear them coming, like, okay, it's that sort of guy. I got to be prepared.
yeah.
Very
Oh, yeah.
smart. Very
Yeah, I
smart.
don't know why, but the truck noises always freaked me out a little bit. Like, I don't know why, but like I knew something was going to happen around these trucks, game it. So, like,
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Freaks me out.
Scary.
Spooky.
Well, moving into our last portion, we're going to talk about gameplay and we're going to start with content variety. Shawn, what did you think of the content variety for the chunk of the game that you played?
And for the chunk of the game that I played, I thought that there was a decent amount of variety within the different maps that you play in. And
How
then
many levels did you play, Shawn?
I got almost through the mine town. So I was
Okay.
like almost done. And
Yeah.
then
I
I
you
was.
said you were in the mines.
No, I'm in the mine
Oh,
town.
dang.
Yeah, I'm almost in the mines.
Got
I
it.
feel like I'm pretty close. I'm like a half hour in or so, and so I think I'm close. But yeah, for the couple levels that I played, I don't know. I had a good time with it. It was a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What would your numbered rating be? The best you can. I know you only... Because I will say playing more levels past that would probably change a little bit.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think of when I really started getting impressed with...
with the variety of things.
It's level based because you start hitting a bunch of different level types.
Yeah.
And I just thought that was super cool.
I like the different weapons and stuff too that you can use. That
Yeah.
definitely was an added spice for sure. And also really helpful because you use a lot of ammo. So you need
Yeah.
to switch guns out
You really do.
often.
Yeah.
Yeah. So as much as we talk about the pistol, there's a lot of other weapons to choose from, and you kind of just pick your poison or what ammo you have for each weapon. So, but yeah, outside that, I thought the content variety was good with the different maps, different enemies in those maps, different bosses. Yeah. And then you also have the added difficulty change as well. So I would say 3.5 with what I've experienced.
That seems fair.
Yeah.
I think you're on level 3.
Yeah,
Almost
and
through
level
level
3. So
There's 10 total.
yeah.
Yeah.
So for a little third way over the game. Yeah.
I think I'm at a 4.5, not quite a 5. I think really, yeah, Shawn, you're at level 3. Like, I guess this is kind of a spoiler, but like those next few levels, I think really mix it up
Yeah.
in a good way. I think that the Jason Jason Smith. Jason Smith, it must be a very smart, intelligent game designer though, because these levels are mixed up in a way where you're still doing the same stuff. You're still
Yeah.
running around shooting people.
Yeah.
But the environment is different, and there's different, I don't know, he's got different tricks, I think.
Yeah. Oh, for sure.
Making you feel different ways, making you approach things differently. I just think it's all very smart. And it keeps it fresh too. Like definitely when I was, done with the second level, I was kind of thinking like, man, if all the levels are like this, it's probably going to get a little bit old. But then right there, they mixed it up and they just keep going the rest of the game.
That's awesome.
They keep it familiar enough. You know what to do. You know how to play. It's nothing like crazy happening, but you're having fun and it's fresh.
Yeah.
For the rest of the game basically. So it's cool.
That's good.
I gave content variety a 5.
Yeah.
I just was so impressed I was never tired of what I was doing. It was just like always slightly different. And it was driven by emotion. Like each level I had a different like wave of emotions, or I would start in one spot and end in another spot. Like I would start really like suspicious and then I would end just like fired up, or it would start and like the whole level I'm just like high strung, like stressed out. Or I'm just, there were some levels where I felt like I was just like killing it. I don't know. And then they slowly feed you different enemies. Like a lot of these games, I feel like you get all the enemies too soon. And so like the end half, it's just like nothing new is coming. And it was only like the last couple levels.
Seems like it, yeah.
Yeah, that we finally had all the enemies. You're still unlocking weapons at the very end. Like there was just something new every single level you played. And so I gave it a 5. I don't play a lot of these games, so maybe I'm naive in
it stayed
this,
fun the
but
whole way for sure.
I was having so much fun.
I had fun the entire time, even with the few levels that I played. So
yeah. And I mean, the little nuggets you're picking up, like you're picking up these little pieces of paper, you're getting a little history, you're looking for secrets. Like there's just so much going on. It was great. You could pick up eyeballs, teddy bears, anything. You can pick it up and throw it.
Yeah.
That's an achievement, I think, is killing someone with an eyeball.
Yep.
Oh man, I threw a hand at somebody.
I don't know how you would kill someone with an eyeball, but
throw it really hard.
I'm gonna go back and figure it out.
You probably like if you headshot one of those axe guys with
Yeah.
it.
Yeah, you're gonna have to probably a couple times though. They're kind of
Maybe.
Yeah.
Just gotta pick up. Make sure there's
There's
ample eyeballs.
2 eyeballs next to you.
You're gonna need-
You could probably set up a spot with lots of eyeballs, like grab them from the last massacre you did and set them up before you fight the next group.
That's true.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sometimes my ability to pick them up though would go away.
I don't think you could pick up all of them. I had the same problem.
Yeah.
I wasn't picking up a lot of eyeballs. So.
No, not into it.
No,
Okay.
yeah. I mean, it was hands for me,
Well, we've got one more portion of our numbered rating, and then we'll talk about value before giving our final ratings. Let's talk about mechanics. And before we give our numbered ratings, let's talk about how we played the game. Shawn, I know you said you played on controller most of the time.
I did play on controller most of the time, and then I started playing on keyboard and mouse just to experience it. So, yeah.
And what were your thoughts on that?
I will say that if I started with mouse and keyboard, it probably would be a lot easier. My experience I played controller for a majority of my time, and then I just wanted to experience what mouse and keyboard was. And the learning curve is pretty steep until you kind of get the hang of it. So I played for, I don't know, 20 minutes, half hour maybe on a keyboard and mouse, and I got my ass kicked pretty much the entire time because I didn't know exactly the moves, or I know how to move, but what are the other buttons? How do I wield my weapons? How do I jump? How do I do all the things? And so just trying to figure that out while I was also like at the part where I'm fighting a boss, so it was not the best time to be doing this.
Yeah, definitely.
I jumped through a silo, and then all of a sudden I'm getting chainsawed to death. So so it was a little bit of a challenge, and so I decided not to continue with that. But I will say that it probably is easier with mouse and keyboard. I can definitely see how aiming would be a lot easier, because on the controller it can be pretty difficult to aim, particularly far distances. It makes it really difficult because you have to be really slow to get the crosshairs
that
over.
really fine-tuned control.
Yeah. So I actually turned on the aim assist. To
there
help.
there is aim assist.
There is aim assist.
Okay.
Yeah, I went through
cool.
the settings and turned that on.
Turn that on.
Yeah, I was also Steam linking from my phone.
Oh, yeah.
I just needed a little extra help, so I decided to do that, and that made the game a lot more fun. Because even if I wasn't exactly there, I was pretty much there, and so it was okay. So yeah, I would say 3.5, 3. I'd say a 3.
All right.
I don't think they were bad. I actually thought that they were pretty good. It's just with a controller, it's a little harder. Well, so maybe 4.
With the controller, it doesn't show the right glyphs. It still teaches you how to play the game as if you're on mouse and keyboard, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
At least on PC. We all played it with a PC. Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, that should have been my because when I was playing the first hour, I was like, this is wild. Because I also was playing with controller, and Rylan, you were watching. I was just probably making everyone motion sick. But we did notice that I had to really just figure out what buttons correlated to the instructions that I was getting in the game. And that should have been my this is meant to be played on mouse and keyboard.
Yeah, and after seeing that's why I watched you play first, and I was like, I'm not even going to try on the controller.
Yeah, smart idea.
It was. Yeah. So Rylan, what are your thoughts? Because you played completely on mouse and keyboard.
Yeah, I think it was really smooth. There's a little bit of awkwardness with the control scheme, which I didn't play around with. I don't know if you can, but I think I mentioned earlier in the episode that you can do like a slide. You can also do like a dash, and
it was a really weird button by
both
default.
Both of those were a little bit awkward. I felt like on the keyboard.
You can remap the.
Oh, okay,
you can
cool.
Remap the keyboard.
That's good. I'm glad it's but I didn't feel like I needed to do those things much in the game. So, my playstyle itself, like I've mentioned, was like very stealthy, and I don't know. I think the game was great in that it lets you approach things differently, depending on how you wanted to go about it. It all felt very smooth to me. It was great. Like I mentioned before, like things kind of worked how you expected them to. You can shoot there. Yes, you can, or no, you can't. The line is very obvious as to where the line is on the wall or the object or whatever. It was just super fun. Yeah. So it's 5. It was great.
Yeah.
Had a blast.
Yeah. I also gave it a 5. I played probably the first 3 levels on controller. And then the second you mentioned mouse and keyboard, it was like something clicked where I was like, oh, duh.
Yeah.
And I had the same experience. Switching was a little bit of a learning curve because I had to relearn where all of the buttons were. But I kind of did. Like I started a level and I immediately just pushed like every single button on the keyboard, which I really should have just looked in the menu because you can.
The tutorial.
Well, not even with the tutorial, because like the tutorial doesn't tell you which button to push to interact with doors. And because I don't play it with mouse and keyboard very much, I don't realize like E is usually that like
engage or interact.
Yeah. So, but once I figured it all out and I got used to the keyboard, there was no going back. It was like, I think I texted you guys and I was like, I'm unstoppable.
Oh yeah, you did.
I was like so stoked about it because I was trying really hard to do the like far headshots with my pistol with controller and was semi-successful. So by the time I had my mouse, I was like, oh baby.
It's over for these fools.
Yeah. I could it was just so much fun. So much fun. So yeah, 5 for me.
Nice.
Yeah. Let's talk about value real quick. When this game is not on sale, it's $9.99.
All day long.
Are you kidding me?
All day long.
Jason.
Pay this man.
Yeah.
Pay this man. Jason, ask for more.
Yeah.
I mean, don't actually. I think that he probably just gets so much joy out of people enjoying his game that $9.99 is fair and just.
Yeah.
And
it's a very just price.
I respect it, but I totally would have paid more money for this game and been totally fine with it.
At least go like the $12.99 route. You know?
15.
Yeah. I mean, honestly, yeah, I would pay 20 for this. I'd probably pay 25. I had a great time.
Yeah.
Even for just the 10 hours I played so far.
Yeah.
I will say.
Yeah.
For sure.
This is easily worth the money.
Yeah. Yeah. Like, stop what you're doing right now. Like, put all your stuff down and go buy the game.
Pull $10 out of your savings account. It's worth it.
Yeah, for sure.
Go into your life savings.
Break the piggy bank open.
Yeah.
Time to smash that sucker.
Give Jason your money.
Yeah.
Quick.
Yeah. Well, let's talk our final ratings. Who wants to go first?
Final rating. Well, I will say with the limited experience that I have in the game, I really did enjoy it. It was a lot of fun. It's really just action-packed, blasting cultic folks out of here. And so I had a lot of fun with it. I would have to say, because of my limited time, I am going to fall back to my traditional 3.5. Just because I didn't
Criminal.
Yeah, I know. Sorry. But just because I didn't get to experience all of it. But what I did experience was a lot of fun. So I can't wait to finish it up.
Cool. What about you, Rylan?
I'm trying to get my other final ratings up here because this game was awesome.
Yeah. It was awesome.
It was so awesome. How awesome was it? That is the question on everybody's mind and on my lips right now. This game was 4.5.
Nice.
Just the blast. The blast all the way through.
All the way through.
I want to play it more. I'm gonna get the DLC for the continuation of the story. Jason has my money. Yeah. Take some more, please.
Take it all.
I go to work for 8 hours a day so that this guy can have my money. Yeah. Please, Jason, take my money.
Yeah. I am gonna go 4.7.
Nice.
There you go.
Yeah, it was up there for sure. Like, I loved this game. I had so much fun.
Yeah, that's interesting because this really isn't one of your genres. So
no,
yeah, I'm
but
glad you loved
think
it.
when I play these games and I'm able to find success in the game, then I like it.
Yeah.
Which maybe is unfair, but like, Tunic was really hard and I was not good at it, so I hated it.
Yeah, hey, I get that though. But it's valid.
I was still dying a lot in this game, but it never felt impossible. And we'll talk about some of the strategies that we used next week, but there were so many options, like so many creative options to evade getting damage, or ways to save your ammo. And I think that plays well to someone who's not used to playing one of these games.
Yeah.
Because I'm always looking for just like a weird way to get through because I don't really know what I'm doing. So yeah, 4.7. Yeah. Well, this concludes the rating episode for CULTIC Chapter 1. Please join us next week for the discussion episode as we dive into the details of this game and all its hidden gems. If you haven't played the game yet and it sounds like something you may be interested in, I hope you find time to play it before tuning in next week. Please go and give the podcast a follow, rate it, review it, however you want to show us love. You can email us with any comments, questions, or constructive criticism at letmebeyourgg@gmail.com. You can also send us game requests if there's something you would like us to review. Just make sure you include game request in the subject line so it's easy for us to find. You can find us on most socials as Let Me Be Your GG, and we're on Instagram, YouTube, Twitch, and Twitter. And you can find us on TikTok as Let Me Be Your Game Guide with no spaces. Our Patreon can be found at patreon.com/letmebeyourgg. Thank you so much for listening. We can't wait to see you next week. And thank you so much for letting me be your game guide. GG, y'all.
Bye.
I didn't want to sound like I wasn't engaged or look like I wasn't listening to you because I'm not doing nothing but listening.
But you're talking about butts still?
It's got butts on the brain.